You've been sitting on a book this whole time and you didn't even know it. It's already written. I'm going to show you in the next 10 minutes where it's at. Hi, I'm Michelle Hardy, and I wanted to show you how you can actually have YouTube produce your book for you. So, this is really exciting. I'm glad to show you how to do it. So, let's get started. There's a lot of lighting issues, and so don't worry about me. I'm just going to show you how this works, okay? So, first, I'm going to share my screen with you. So, let's do that. Let's go and share our screen. Okay, now we are here. Now, I already have my YouTube open, so, and I have an actual video open. But let's just go back to my channel because we can. Okay, so here's my channel, Michelle Hardy XO. Now, we're going to go back to a video that I recently did. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to put that on pause because we don't really need that. Now, YouTube is so unique that they actually have transcripts for your videos, okay? So now if you scroll down, underneath everyone's picture, so you don't usually see this part, and I'm just kind of taking my mouse and highlighting these little things, but underneath your picture, you will have somewhere where you can describe the video a little bit more and all of that. So usually it's going to say more. So I'm going to click on more. And when I scroll down, there's transcript. You see that there? So now I can show transcript. Now the transcript is going to pop up on the right, maybe on your desktop, where it is now. I'm on my desktop, but on a phone, it may pop up underneath, like underneath the word transcript. It may be down here somewhere, but we're on a laptop, so here we go. Now, at the right, these are all the words that I said. So from the beginning to the end of the video, right? And so I'm just making it a little bit bigger. But what you want to do is you want to take your mouse and you're going to scroll down all the way down to the end of the video. Nope, we went too far. And at the end, it says care. So I'm clicking that. And you see how the video just popped to the end of the video? So all these different times are, I said this thing at this time in the video, right? So that's not really relevant, but you're going to have to deal with it later. So what you will do is you will left click with your mouse the word care, right? Then you are going to hold it down and you're going to scroll all the way up to the top of where the transcript starts, right? So you're going to use your mouse to hold down the left click, and then you're going to scroll up until you get to the top. Then you're going to let go, okay? Release the left click. Now, you have everything gathered. This is actually gathering everything so that you can copy it, okay? Now that you've gathered it, all the information, you are going to go to your mouse, not to your mouse, your keyboard, and you are going to push the control button, which is on the bottom left of your keyboard, right? You can push the control and C at the same time, right? So you may need to release the mouse if you are not savvy, but this is what you're doing. You are copying the information. So it's control and C. That copies the information. You don't really see it happening, but it's happening. So now I'm going to go over to a Word document. Now, if you want to capture this information and hold on to it and not really have to worry about if you're saving it or not, you can use Google Docs, but I'm using a Word document. So on my computer, I have Microsoft Word, and so therefore, I'm just going to use Word for this example. So now that I have it copied, I've gathered it, and then I've copied it, and it's like out in the atmosphere. It's waiting for me to put it somewhere. So I'm going to put the information that I've copied from the transcript on this Word document. The way that I do that is I go Control, so push the Control down again, and V. Okay? Control V paste the information into this document. Like I said, you can use Google Doc, and with Google, it just automatically saves it. I would have to actually save this document, but for now, we are just doing this as a demonstration. So now the whole transcript is here from beginning to end. Now this shows that I have 10 pages here, right? So this is my whole video written out for me. Everything, the teaching that I did is written here, right? So now I don't want all of these times to be here. So I'm going to need to take that away, right? So, excuse me, left click, highlight it, hold it down and pull it across and let go. Then delete. Left click, hold it down, pull it across and delete. Left click, hold it down, pull it across and delete. Okay, so you would do that throughout the entire document. Then you'd have just the words. Now this is tedious, but it's important because you don't need all those times in your document. Then I'm going to name it, right? So that particular video was, what was it? The secrets to self-publishing. Okay, so that's my title, right? So I want to make sure. So I left click, highlighted it, and then see what pops up for me. Bold, right? So B bold, I italic, U underline, right? So if I wanted to, I could underline it, I could shade it to let me know, but then I'm just being fancy now. So now we have that, right? So just imagine that I've taken out all of these different times and then I'm left with the words. Now, this basically is my words as I said them on YouTube in the video. So what happens is now I need to go and I need to click at the end of every sentence, make a space, then delete that return mark. This is a return mark. So at the end, make a space and delete. And you see how that brings that all together? In, make a space, then delete. It's bringing everything together, right? So we just, like I said, we delete all those times. We go to the end and delete. Space, delete. Okay? So it's bringing it all together. Then what you do is you would go and you would basically go through this document, read through it, and where there are not the appropriate words, you would add those words. So thus, there, therefore, however, periods, commas, exclamation marks, where it just doesn't make sense as it is written, then you would add those words, right? Or you would just expound on this because you might have been just briefly talking about something, then you need to really put other words with it so that it does make sense. But this is a start for you to start you talking about the subject. So you could do this for like 10 videos where you had the same topic, but you talked about a little bit of different things within that topic. So if I was talking about publishing, I would talk about maybe the different publishing companies, and break that down, right? So I might have mentioned like, how to publish and then the different steps, right? So then each different chapter, this would be a chapter. There'd be the heading, and then I would expound on that. So just trying to get you to understand how you can, from you talking, from you previously recording your videos, can get information to put in your book because you've been teaching all along. You just don't have a book, and a book can be a product to sell in addition to you having your channel, your social media. So I hope this helped you. And then, if you have questions or, concerns, or, if you need help in trying to figure out how to do it on your channel, I'm more than happy to kind of go through it with you on a Zoom to see how it's working for you. I don't mind doing that. So just reach out to me. But I think this is a great way for you to get started with putting together a book about the topics that you already know about, you're already talking about, you just need it in book form. I hope this helped you. Take care and have a great day. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Take care.